All right, everybody, let's get started with our mobility before we get into this routine. So feet on our hips, stay nice and tall, and start by looking up and looking down. Look side to side, make sure we're breathing in through our nose, out through the lips. Jaw blade tilts. And glide forward. Head circles. Switch. And shoulder rolls. Switch direction. Switch direction, but add alternation. Switch direction, keep alternating. Thoracic lifts, chest bumps. And thoracic glides. Arm swings. Alternating crosses. Shoulder screws. Spinal twisting. Lateral bends. Pelvic swings forward and reverse. Hip hikes. And hula hoop hip circles. Switch direction. Forward hinging and backward bends. Full squats. Make sure we can keep our feet flat. And we'll shift around side to side with these. And just open up the hips a little bit further. And into our Cossacks. Set a knee on the ground and hip flexor stretch. Stretch out your front leg and stretch the hamstring. Other side, hip flexor. And hamstring front leg. And stretch your quads out. All right, we're going to get started with some start-stop high pull swings today. So like it sounds, start, stop, you're going to pause in between each one. So make sure we have the bells out in front of us, we hike them back, we hit our high pull, we make sure we get into a good backswing, and then we'll park the bells in between each rep. Okay, so start, stop, high pull, double kettlebells, 30 seconds, ready, set, and begin. Less than 10. Last good rep. next up we have our Russian push-up. So for a Russian push-up, you're going to line up in a regular push-up position with your feet together. We're going to lower down, and then when you're at the bottom of your push-up position, you're going to kind of drift back and put your forearms on the ground like a low plank position. And then we're going to come back forward to the palms. You'll be in the very bottom of that push-up, and then nice and strong, you'll push up, arch your hips up, and flex your whole body out like we usually do on push-ups. So this one just adds a little low plank at the bottom of it. So open up your palms, get your feet together, inhale down, exhale up and out, ready, set, and begin. Last rep. From there we go to our heavier kettlebell where we'll do a goblet squat. It's an exercise we do a lot. Two-hand clean it, keep it up at chest level, clamp your forearms nice and tight. It's really helpful to inhale when you're lowering, exhale through your lockout, and really focus on flexing your muscles out on your whole body through the lockout. So two-handed clean it, keep it up top, goblet squats ready, set, begin. Alright, so we're going to go back to our double kettlebells. So for this one, it's another start-stop exercise. So we're going to drop down. You're going to kind of mid-pull it. You're going to pick the bell up and get it to almost in your mid-pull position. The ball of the bell will be right here. So you're going to mid-pull it. You're going to catch the ball with the free hand. And then you're going to step into a reverse lunge. So the bell's going to stay over, or the foot that the bell is over is going to stay planted. So we're going to put them on the ground, mid-pull it back up, catch the ball with the kettlebell, step back with the opposite leg. So this one's going to challenge your brain and your coordination. If you mix your legs up, don't worry about it. They're mid-pull, hold it into a reverse lunge. 40 seconds here. In 3, 2, 1, begin. And if you want a little more core and abdominal work, let that belt stay away from you a little bit. Halfway. Last rep. And time. From there, we'll go to a Gladiator side plank raise. It's really just you're raising your hip up in a side plank position. And it's important that you open up your palm. You keep your palm aligned right underneath your shoulder. I like to drop my top leg out in front so I can push the side of my feet into the ground. And we're really just looking to contract this bottom side of your trunk. Open up your palm and make sure you can stretch out the hand, the wrist, the elbow. Everything feels good there. When you're at the very top, okay, you can kind of turn your top shoulder a little bit in order to maximize tension on the bottom side of the obliques and the torso there. If you keep your hand pretty close to your hip, you can find a pretty good low back stretch at the bottom of these. But just make sure we lock our legs out, come up, and really put tension into the bottom side of those obliques. 30 seconds each side. Ready? Side plank gladiator raise. Begin. At the bottom, you can find a pretty good stretch on these. Seconds this side. Last rep. And other side with it. Top legs out in front a little. Hands close to the hip, ready, set, and begin. Last 10 seconds here. Next we'll go back to our heavier kettlebell where we'll do one-arm kettlebell swings. This is really just to train your grip in your hand. So don't worry about the height of the bell, just worry about keeping a good solid grip on it, adjusting when needed, and just making sure we keep this out of our low back and keep it into our hips. So a little bit of swing practice. Heavier bell, one arm, ready, set, 30 seconds per side, and begin. So I'll re-grip at the float, and that's when the bell transitions from its ascension to descension. So you have a split second there to re-grip if needed. And I'm not doing power swings here. I'm just having a nice flow going here. 3, 2, and park your bell, switch sides. Other side, ready? And begin. Five seconds. All right, so we're going to go back to our double kettlebells where we're going to do a suitcase squat in between your feet. You're going to stand up. You're going to hang clean one of your kettlebells. You're going to press it out. It's going to come back to rack position, back to your hips. Suitcase squat. Hang clean other side. Press it out other side. So it's going to be a suitcase squat with an alternating hang clean and press. This will last 40 seconds. Ready, set, and begin. You can get into a nice rhythm with these. These feel pretty good. Last hang, clean and press. From there we'll go to sprinter lunges. If you really need your double kettlebells and you have tight hip flexors, you can put your hands on those. Or you can take the feet and hips or knees outside of the hands. If you got pretty good flexibility, you can get up on your fingers and you keep the feet inside of the width of your hands. But any way you do these, just make sure we move well. Stretch out your hip flexors. You get a ton of abdominal work in these. Breathe well, move well. Sprinter lunges. Ready, set, and begin. Any way we do them, we always want this front shin to land in a vertical position. So your foot flat. If you can take your knees outside, if that helps. 10 seconds here. After sprinter lunges, we've got lunge hold rows with our heavier kettlebell. So we'll get to a good lunge hold position. We can do this supported or unsupported. It's a lot harder unsupported, but this will last 20 seconds per side. We're going to bring the fingertips to the low rib cage. Make sure we get a nice stretch in this rear leg. 3, 2, 1, begin. 10 seconds. side. Ready? And begin. Finish the round with 1 minute of jump rope here. So, minute on the clock, grab jump rope. In 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, so that's your first round. As always, 3 to 5 rounds of these. Thanks for supporting me. Let me know how I can help you.